really good work. You know, the same issues in the spring with being a head coach. You're very pleased with one side and pissed off at the other. And pleased with the offense today. They were physical, made competitive plays, just had an attitude about them. Defensively did not play very good. So pleased on one side of the ball, need to improve on the other. And you know, that's part of our problem. You know, the minute we think we got it all figured out, we don't. And you know, that the mentality has to change defensively. We've got to be more consistent, and was not good enough today.
At least encouraging that the offense was the one you were upset about last week, to see some progress over there?
They've been strong all week. Yeah, they responded with last week's Tuesday and Thursday practice, or this week, I guess, and as well as today. So yes, again, I think just like I mentioned Thursday when you all were at practice and saw it, you know, it comes down to making competitive plays, and they did that again. And you're never going to win competitive plays unless you're playing at a high level and you're on edge and you're competing and fighting. And things get tough sometimes, and you have to respond the right way. And I've been pleased with that for them.
Does that mean the quarterbacks played well?
Quarterbacks did a nice job, I think, across the board.
What are the things you'll be looking for from the quarterbacks when you go back and look at the spring game?
You know, there's a lot. You know, there's a lot. And, you know, a lot of it is, you know, how they do in these scrimmages and how they play. You know, and you know, shoot, we have so many practices before our first game that we'll take our time and make the right decision. I think we all understand that it's an important decision, and you have to make sure you pick the right guy. But there's a lot of things. I think, you know, ball security is a big issue, and our guys have taken care of the ball. They've been smart with the football, and I think, you know, that's a big piece of it. How they move the chains, how the team responds to them, and you know, their decision making when they need to pull it down and run, and you know, decisions on RPOs. There's a ton of things that goes to.
Eddie and Darren talked a lot about
from the defense that you didn't like today.
I just think the defense didn't match the intensity of the offense. Right, Benny? The defense didn't match the intensity of the offense. Yeah. So no, I think that's, you know, that's just it. I mean, it comes down to a mentality. You know, making plays and being ready to play the game, and you know, cherishing every moment you have out there to play and compete. And you know, that's the way it goes sometimes in spring, but you don't like it. You know, one side, you know, versus the other. Don't get me wrong, there were moments in there defensively, but the consistency is not what we want. I'm sorry, Jen.
That's okay. Eddie and Darren have talked a lot about explosive plays and trying to get more of those this upcoming season. Are there guys out there that you see the potential for that? I know you're short on offense right now.
Yeah, we've made some nice plays today. Lim made a super catch again on 3rd and goal, and he had tight coverage, and you know, guys were draped all over him, and he came down with a big catch. He made some people miss in the open field off a screen, which we know he can do. And have to watch the film. A couple of them, they hit a couple of shots again today. So.
How important are those explosive plays to your offense?
It's always important. It's definitely important. You may want to tell me. We need to find a better spot, I think, to me. But you know, explosives are always important because it's very hard to constantly just move it. You got to get big plays. You know, so yeah, he did. Yeah, he makes a huge difference, as we know. I mean, it's hard to quantify exactly how much he means, because he makes people miss. He gets tough yards. He has that mentality, and he starts them. You know, he wasn't going to be held out. Today he wanted to play. So.
He told us last week that he felt like he has to be that guy now.
He does. Yeah, and I love that. Yeah, I agree. He is. He's been around. He's proven himself 2 years in a row, and he has a chip on his shoulder, and that's contagious.
What do you see from Cash? I mean, he's going to be the lone guy in the middle, you know, at least in the scrimmage, that has any experience.
I'll tell you. You know, just like I mentioned the other day, what I really like about Cash is I like the way he's playing. I like the control, you know, he has at the huddle, the command of it. It's important to him. You know, once again, you know, that's super important to us. You know, it's important to him the way he plays, and he's passionate, and he's doing some good things because he puts in the time. He watches extra film. He's always in here stretching, working out, lifting, you know, doing the little things. And he's really doing some good things. I will say this, DeAndre Square, again, he's making some mistakes and he's pulling some size, but he will. I mean, he is a tough son. He is out there getting a bunch of reps against a pretty good offensive line, and he is a tough guy. You know, I really respect the way he's been doing things.
Is there anything you charged Cash with in the offseason that you need to get either physically or mentally better at to
I think just like all the guys, I just told them again tonight, you know, we have 1 week left. I mean, it's their personal obligation to get better in every area, and he's no different.
Have you decided on a spring game format?
Well, it'll be offense versus defense, and we'll have a scoring system some way, you know, shape or form. We'll figure it out exactly how we do that, how we measure the game. But I mean, I think y'all be able to watch it and know who's doing good and bad. You know, the score really. I guess I need to put something in there to make it fun for the fans. But, and I want them there, so we'll get something.
During your time here, the spring games really developed a big event for the fans. How has your approach changed? Do you feel more of an obligation to make it entertaining for the fans, or are you still able to use it as a way to focus on evaluating the team?
Yeah, both. I think this year, with again with going offense versus defense, it'll be much like today. It'll be a lot of work for us, which that's the really good thing. We'll see, you know, exactly where everybody's at and how they're playing. But I certainly feel an obligation to look good, you know, as I do every time we take the field, to represent us the right way and have the fans enjoy it and be entertained, for sure. It's a piece of it.
Yeah, the weather this year has been crazy.
Yeah.
How has that affected your keeping the team on track and consistency and so forth? You ever wish you were back in Florida?
No, I don't wish I was back in Florida, but I do, you know, I changed it today. I mean, we're talking to you right now because we're supposed to go tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be really nice tomorrow, I hear. So it's been, you know, the team's handled it well and it hasn't thrown us off too much.
Couple more. Have you more of that 11 on 11, even not even scrimmaging
Yes.
during spring? Because I know Darren said that's what the quarterbacks need.
Yes, it is. We went to that after the last scrimmage, and I just, you know, we're not, yes, we're putting the ball down and moving it much more and simulating the game and the situations as best we can. You know, so that's helped, I think, with the rhythm on the offense and certainly the quarterbacks.
Any and all seem to believe the gradual things to the point now to where you can put the ball down and the offense can stay out of it and let them.
I don't think they're ever going to do that, you know. But I think, you know, I think there's certain. I think as you know, we get out there and play like this, you know, you realize what they like and what they're good at, and you know, it probably helps our offensive coaches with the play calling with the different quarterbacks.
Okay, folks, thank you very much.